Lou Elizondo has got himself in more hot water once again, as this time it has been alleged that he has skipped or basically decided to not turn up to a secret UAP hearing that was supposed to take place with Representative Anna Paulina Luna, though under the guise that he was quote-unquote unwell, right, and sick. But then later turned up at a festival and headlined a festival where apparently admission fees were upwards of $43 per head, which is leading a lot of people to speculate whether financial gain is more of a priority for Lou Elizondo than the actual UAP disclosure topic. So obviously, this isn't me pointing the finger at Lou Elizondo, but I'm just citing what a lot of people have gone on about. So, tweets like this came out recently where Anna Paulina Luna scheduled a classified briefing in order to give 3 UFO witnesses a chance to pony up and provide alien evidence. All 3 of them skipped the briefing, claiming to be quote-unquote sick, right? So this is a quote from, I believe, Anna Paulina Luna. So we have 2 SCIF briefings this week, Luna says. By the way, Christopher Mellon got sick, Lou Elizondo got sick, and Mr. David Grush also is not feeling well. But Grush has been very helpful. My message is, we got the SCIF. You guys need to be here for the SCIF briefing. So obviously, you know, people have instantly looked at this and stated that, you know, well, Elizondo's clearly in the wrong here. Right, and there was an update to this, and Lou Elizondo has put out an update on his personal Twitter page. But the update is that Lou Elizondo has issued a statement saying that he couldn't attend Representative Luna's top secret UFO briefing in Congress on Thursday because he had to headline a $43 ticket UFO festival in Oregon on Saturday. So, interesting stuff. Now, obviously, the topic at hand is very divisive because a lot of people see Lou Elizondo as a person who's really trying to spearhead UAP disclosure or UFO disclosure, and a lot of people see him as a disinformation agent and as someone who is just out there to try and, you know, turn the public's head the wrong way and hinder the process. Obviously, that's completely down to you guys how you view it. But posts on X dated around May 18th to 20th of 2025 alleged that Elizondo chose to attend a UFO festival in Oregon on May 17th and 18th instead of participating in the classified UAP briefing in the SCIF. Which is the Sensitive Compartmented Information Facility, with the FBI and Congress. Now, these posts suggest that the briefing was scheduled for around the same time, possibly on the Thursday prior, which was May 15th, and was organised by Representative Anna Paulina Luna, right? Now, Elizondo's perspective, obviously, he's put out a bit of a statement, and, you know, has basically denied the claims that he was unwell. However, post from X and his own account on February 12th of 2025 mentions his enthusiasm for public engagement, such as a prior event in Nashville, indicating he actively participates in UAP-related public discussions. Now, Elizondo's history, as detailed in his 2024 memoir, Imminent, Inside the Pentagon's Hunt for UFOs, shows a commitment to UAP transparency, often at personal risk, including alleged government efforts to discredit him. He resigned from the ATIP program in 2017, and that was apparently due to the frustration with the excessive secrecy, suggesting that he values public disclosure over classified briefings, right? That's just the general kind of consensus around the block. And that is backed up by this tweet that he put out stating, I want to say a huge thank you to the FBI for the relationship that we've built together while I was at the UAP Disclosure Fund, and for their efforts and courage to speak to Congress about their efforts regarding the UAP topic. And also a big thank you to members of Congress who are continuing to pursue the truth on the UAP topic. And finally, as many of you know, I was in Oregon last week at the McMinnville UFO Festival. This appearance was planned since fall of last year due to a pre-scheduled event. I was unable to attend the SCIF meeting held last week and had never been able to attend that one due to scheduling conflict. However, I am always happy to attend all necessary meetings in the future as long as they are organised enough and in advance so that my schedule will allow it. As always, I'm grateful to the members of Congress for taking this topic seriously and continue to offer any service I can assist them with. Now, a lot of people seeing this as, smoke and mirrors. A lot of people were saying that it's mouth music, but the general consensus is from his own mouth is that it was a scheduling conflict, which meant that he was not able to turn up. Now, obviously, that doesn't, mean that David Grush and Chris Mellon are off the hook, because obviously, they, as far as I'm aware, weren't in Oregon, but here's some context about the UAP hearing. So, no specific details confirm the exact date or nature of the alleged SCIF briefing, but post-reference Representative Eric Burleson expressing frustration over delays in UAP hearings around May 14th. A separate congressional hearing on UAPs occurred on November 13th of 2024, where Elizondo testified under oath claiming that the US possesses non-human technology and that secrecy was harmed. Government personnel. This indicates his willingness to engage with Congress when he's available. Now, the posts over on X reflect a split in the UAP community. Some users suggest Elizondo's absence from the briefing is an alleged presentation of the false evidence to Congress damaged his credibility and led to the cancellation of the planned UAP hearing. Others, including Elizondo's supporters, might argue that his festival appearance aligns with his advocacy for public awareness at festivals like the McMahonville, attract thousands and provide a platform to discuss UAPs openly. And the lack of verified evidence about the SCIF briefing specifics or Elizondo's exact reason for attending the festival fuels speculation, and claims of him hiding documents, prioritizing paid events, and remain unconfirmed, and should be treated cautiously, of course, right? Now, there is, of course, the critical analysis of this. So, there is accusations against Elizondo that could reflect genuine community frustration as part of a broader effort to discredit him. And he's previously alleged targeted campaigns by the Pentagon rivals, right? So, obviously, people see this and see the admission price at $43 a head or whatever, and are like, well, he's clearly prioritized making money and profit over that of disclosure. A lot of people have also kind of counteracted that and said, well, actually, by him going to this festival, he's actually pro-disclosure because, he's advocating in front of people, physical public members, instead of just behind closed doors in a secret meeting with a handful of people in a room. So a lot of people are very much up in the air about it. But with regards to the festival itself, right? It's an ongoing festival that's been annually run since 1999. So obviously it's been running for an incredibly long time and was inspired by the 1950 Trent UFO sighting when Evelyn and Paul Trent photographed a metallic disc-shaped object over their farm near McMahonville. These photos, published on the Oregonian and Life magazine, are considered among the most credible UFO images and sparked international attention. The event was initiated by the McMenamins. Historian Tim Hills rediscovered the story while researching the history of the McMenamins Hotel, Oregon. Now, on its 25th year in 2025, it's the second largest UFO festival in the US behind the Roswell, New Mexico, and attracts thousands to McMinnville, a quiet valley town an hour southwest of Portland, right? So obviously this was quite a big deal, and is quite a big deal. It's pretty big with regards to the size of it. Obviously it's the second largest UAP convention in America. So it is a pretty big deal, and I should imagine it's probably quite an honor to potentially to present in front of that many people, to be, headlining a festival like this. Obviously, then people have a look at this and see that it's conflicted with this FBI secret meeting with representatives of Congress and are like, well, clearly he's just prioritizing the bag. Is that the case? Maybe. Can we say it for certain? Maybe not. Obviously, there's always going to be a bit of a divide with this kind of thing, but what do you guys think? Is Lou Elizondo in the right? Should he have prioritized the secret meeting over the festival? Or should he have done what he did, which was prioritize the festival over the secret meeting? Let me know your thoughts and opinions down in the comments below. While you're down there, jump to get the hell out of that like button and subscribe. And until next time, I'll speak to you later. Peace.